Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to explore which is better, Dubai or Kuala Lumpur. It's a question I've had before I got here. It's a question I've been asking myself in the last 2 weeks since we got here. And we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down on cost, infrastructure, like walkways, public transport, culture, food, which is really important to me. Didn't get this size by not placing some importance on food, visas, obtaining visas to live here, and safety. So let's get into it. Costs. This condo is approximately £60 to £70 a night on Airbnb. It's a 2-bedroom condo, 2-bathroom, 2 double beds, beautiful view, so close to everything. We can literally walk to the shopping centres at the Petronas Towers. It takes 5 minutes maximum. It's super clean around here. It's got a swimming pool, lovely swimming pool. It's got a rooftop lounge. It's got a gym. It's got everything that you would want. To get the same equivalent quality in Dubai, you would be looking at least £180 to £200 a night. That's fact. In high season, you might get it for less in low season, but in high season, you are looking at that price minimum. And that might not necessarily get you into the marina area. So cost-wise for accommodation, it's far, far cheaper here in Kuala Lumpur. Food, cost of food, I would say it depends, because there are some really high-end restaurants. You can also get like the street food as well. If you go a little bit outside, go to a food market. They're not everywhere in the centre here, but if you eat local Malaysian food, it's really cheap. You can get a meal for like a couple of pounds. Western food is a different animal altogether, but even that we've found to be extremely reasonable. Having spent some time in Dubai on numerous occasions, I can tell you that categorically it is at least 5 times the cost for the same level of quality. So in summing up costs, it is a lot cheaper here. The infrastructure's unbelievable, to be honest. We've been on the train, we've been on the bus, we've been in taxis. Taxis are extremely cheap here. For a major city like this, I can't believe the cost. We get the taxis through the Grab app, which we use a lot in Thailand, and they are very, very, very cheap. Compared to Dubai, there's no comparison. So it is a lot cheaper. Public transport seems to be on point. However, during busy times, it does get congested and it does get sort of clogged up. Obviously, not the trains, but certainly the buses. We went in an open top bus. It was great. It was a great day out. That was quite expensive because obviously you got the novelty of it. But if you'd have done that in London or anywhere else, any other major city, I think it would be a lot more expensive. I think we paid about £13 each, and that was for the full 24 hours use, and it was very good. Likewise with the trains, they were super clean, on time, very good. Shopping, they've got everything here. In fact, I've never seen a place with so many shopping centres, and they're all full of people, which is nice to see. So there is no high street crisis here. It's got everything from Tom Ford, Louis Vuitton, particularly watch stores, you name it, to the lower end stuff like H&M. It covers all budgets. So is shopping better than Dubai? Look, Dubai Mall is one of the biggest malls in the world. It's incredible, right? But it's got everything here as well in Kuala Lumpur, and they are super clean, spotless, loads of choice for food. I can't say that it's any better than Dubai, because Dubai's shopping is incredible. However, does tend to focus more on the high-end stuff. People, what can I say? It reminds me of Thailand. Thai people are so friendly. They call it the land of smiles. So friendly, and every interaction that you have, whether it be with a street vendor, a waitress at a restaurant, whatever it may be, you're always made to feel appreciated and welcome. It's pretty much the same here in Kuala Lumpur. I feel like in Dubai, you can get the same treatment. However, in some of the higher end places, your attire, I like to wear shorts and Crocs, your attire can get you treated a little bit more different. Here, it doesn't seem to make a difference. You're treated the same regardless. I'm not saying that people in Dubai aren't super friendly too, because they are very welcoming. I just think that Kuala Lumpur edges it, and Malaysian people edge it in terms of the feel-good factor. When you've been to a restaurant, very good. The one thing that I'm not super mad on, and I think this is a city centre thing, is that they automatically add a 10% service fee on a lot of places. So we like to have a drink of alcohol from time to time. When we've gone out, they give you an offer, because alcohol is very expensive here. I say very expensive, it's cheap compared to Dubai. But the price they give you for the offer, say it's 120 ringgit, you've got to factor in that they're going to add a 10% service charge and the tax on top, whatever the price is. So the price that's stated in the menus is not actually the price. So you've got to factor that in. Um, but on a whole, I would say drinking here, if you like a alcoholic beverage, is, I would say, probably 20% cheaper than the UK. Not a lot of difference. Whereas drinking in Dubai can get extremely expensive. I mean, it's a Muslim country. Most of the bars and stuff are in hotels. It's kept separate, and as it should be. I mentioned about visas. I think Dubai is probably one of the, if you've got a bit of money, Dubai is probably one of the easiest places to get a visa. I think it'd be a little bit more challenging here in Malaysia, but if you've got the money, everything's possible. I think Dubai sort of edges it when it comes to if you wanted to settle here. Activities, things to do. There's loads to do here. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. What I would say as well is you can drive outside of the city and you're in mountainous regions, beautiful scenery. It's really, really nice. And you've got the possibility of going up to Penang, going to beach resorts there, experiencing beautiful white beaches, blue sea, all of that stuff. So what I would say is Dubai, you go outside of Dubai, it's desert. They have got the beaches and everything. But here you've got things like temples and all of that stuff. It feels more natural here. What I would also say is the cars, although there's a lot of traffic during rush hour, people don't tend to drive erratically. They seem to follow the rules of the road. And when you want to cross the road, you use the zebra crossing, and people do stop, including motorbikes. Whereas in a lot of Asia, they will just ride. Bikes will just ignore the traffic lights and just ride through. So it's good in that aspect. Food. I can't really comment on Malaysian food, really. I've only had a little bit of it, but what I've had has been very, very nice. Um, I've spent a lot of time in Thailand, in rural Thailand, and I've missed Western food. And oh gosh, they've got an unbelievable choice of Western food here, and it isn't prohibitively expensive. It's really quite reasonable, to be honest. Um, we've spent some money since being here, but there is three of us, and we are not really looking at the price of stuff. We're just getting what we want. I couldn't do that in Dubai. I'd have to look at the menu at the entrance and see what the pricing sort of range is, because you can go in a restaurant in Dubai and spend £2,000. So I just find myself when I'm in Dubai being more cautious. I feel like here it's really reasonable. So in summing up, where's better, Dubai or or Kuala Lumpur. For me, there's two sides to it. If you're going to live somewhere, so if I had to choose to live somewhere, every time I would choose Kuala Lumpur. Why? Because it's got that natural beauty outside of the city. The cost of living is there. It's not crazy expensive. Accommodation is very reasonable for a major city. The people are lovely. So even if getting a visa was a challenge, more of a challenge here, I would put the effort into getting a visa here rather than Dubai. I feel like Dubai is an amazing place. It's a showcase of what mankind can actually achieve with their amazing structures. I think they've got the record for the most Guinness Book of Record things, like the world's deepest swimming pool, the world's tallest building, all of that stuff. Dubai, if someone said to me, right, you've got a week's holiday, where do you go? Kuala Lumpur or Dubai? I'd go Dubai. So for a holiday, short holiday, 1 week, Dubai. Long holiday, so I was going to spend a month or 2-3 weeks, I would come to Kuala Lumpur. Because you've got a lot more choice. You can go outside of the city and all of that stuff. And your money's going to go a lot further. So in summary, where's best? In my opinion, you cannot ignore Kuala Lumpur. I've been shocked, pleasantly surprised. The place is spotlessly clean. It's got a diverse amount of cultures here, and people. It's blown me away. Both me, my dad, and Pim, my girlfriend. Both me, my dad, and Pim, my fiance. We have loved it so far. Looking forward to looking outside of the city and exploring true Malaysia. And people say, major cities are not a reflection of the true country, much the same as London isn't a reflection of England. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. But 2 weeks in, definitely Kuala Lumpur wins hands down.